is another beautiful day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it, and I'm glad that you could join me. Welcome. So last time on the old J1, we got it running and riding, but it had clutch issues, as in the clutch wasn't doing clutch things. I thought it probably just needed to be adjusted, but if we come up here, that actually feels pretty good. Just a little bit of play and then it engages. So I went down below and I found that it looks like the clutch cable adjustment has been adjusted all the way out and cross-threaded, and there's some sort of maybe JB Weld or epoxy on the bottom adjustment bolt that is stuck in there, which isn't such a big deal because that's one of the only parts that you can still get for this bike. However, after removing the cover, we can see that the clutch cable is actually doing clutch cable things. We should have had some little bit even of clutch, and we have nothing. So we have bigger issues. It could be that the clutch packs are just rusted together from it sitting for so long to something way more catastrophic. Either way, I have 3 techniques that we can use to try to get this clutch freed up. But before that, I got an air filter. I think it's going to work, so let's get this thing installed. There we go. Is it a direct replacement? No. Will it work? Well, it's better than not having an air filter on there, right? I mean, plus, hey, it's chrome, so it's going to match the gas tank. That's pretty neat.
How neat is that? That's pretty neat.
The first technique I want to try is to just ride this thing around, shift through all the gears, but the whole time holding the clutch in, and see if it won't just work itself loose. I mean, it's worth a shot, so let's give that a try. Well, still no clutch disengagement in the transmission. So on to technique number 2, I guess. So this technique involves finding a piece of concrete, cement, asphalt, and an immovable object to push the front end up against. Pull your clutch in, give it half, 3/4 throttle, and pop it in gear, all while still holding the clutch in, and see if that doesn't break the clutch loose. If you can't find any cement, concrete, or asphalt on your property because you're some kind of hillbilly, just go down through the woods a few miles to the good-looking neighbor's house and ask to borrow her walkway and steps in exchange for mowing her back field. But, and this is a big but, if you are not sure that it is the clutch packs that's wrong with your clutch, you probably shouldn't do this. This could actually cause clutch basket damage, transmission damage. So because of that, we will not be doing this technique. The parts for this bike are just unobtainium, and we don't want to just blow it up. So on to step number 3.
You're sticking them on my lawn, right?
I mean, the deal was that I use your steps. I didn't really use your steps.
But you kind of did.
All right, so where were we? Oh yeah, that's right. So as I was saying at the neighbor lady's house, if we would have been the ones that parked this and known it had a working clutch, I think that last technique probably would have worked, or I would have been a lot finer with doing that technique, but we didn't and we don't. So now we get to go on to technique number 3. This technique involves removing the entire clutch from the bike. It's a lot more involved than the last 2 techniques, so that's why it's kind of the last one that I always try to do. Well, on most bikes, you can get the clutch out through this hole in the cover here, but looks like it's not so on this J1. So, looks like the whole entire side cover needs to come off, kickstart, and, oh yeah, carburetor. But, I mean, what do I know? I'm not a professional motorcycle mechanic. I just play one on TV. But good news is, after using half a can of this freeze-off, not sponsored, the clutch cable actually came loose, and I think it's nice. I mean, I think it works just fine. The freeze-off is nice because anywhere where you don't want to get a torch in because of a fuel line, it'll get stuff loose. All right, I think everything is removed that we need removed. Like foot pegs, exhaust, okay, and all the screws are out. So now we're just gonna give it a couple of love taps with the rubber mallet. And by a couple, I guess I mean like 500, but we can't break that cover. I don't even know where we get that cover. So slow and steady wins the race, or patience is a virtue, or take it easy.
Hey, take it easy. But my life is good. Really good. I get to wake up every morning at 5 a.m., make some soup. It's the best.
Oh, here goes nothing. It started leaking oil, so I'm pretty sure it's loose. Yeah, it is. Oh, come on. Oh, brake pedal. I hope I don't have to remove that. Here we go. What are you? There we go. All right. Oh, that's a clutch. Let me get you in here so we can kind of see what we're working with. There we go. So these are your clutch plates. And this is like the clutch basket. And you can see how it's like, it's been ground. It looks like on the edge you're cleaned up. My concern was that these plates were stuck to the basket, but it doesn't look so. So let's take this thing apart and see if these aren't all stuck together. Clutch springs and plate are off, so now I can show you this clutch pack better. So if you look, it's not supposed to move all together as one unit. It's supposed to be, each one is individual. It's supposed to kind of be separated. So my concern was this basket. It looks like somebody's already cleaned it up once. And so it's definitely just these clutch discs are all just stuck together. Or in other terms, I guess technique number 2 might have actually been a viable option. Either way, let's see if we can get these things separated. The right way to do this would be to take the entire pack assembly out and then, work them loose. But I'm going to try the easy way first. I'm just going to give it a little pry, nothing major, because I don't want to break anything, and just see if it won't come loose. And if not, then we'll take it all apart. All right, look at that. All right. Oh, yeah. And, oh, yeah. All right, I'm just going to work it around all the way around and loosen them up and then see if I can't get them all separated. All right, clutch packs are all loose, and if we put a little pressure on it, hey, if I can, there we go, turns the motor over. So I think all that's left to do now is put everything back together. I mean, easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, cover, clutch assemblies all put together. Sorry about the brake pedal being in your way, but, I was lazy. So it's in gear. I'm going to grab the back tire and test this thing out. So, nothing. Pull the clutch. Oh yeah, look at that. Let go of the clutch. Nothing. Pulling the clutch. Alright, it might need to be adjusted a hair, but that's not bad. Alright, fixed. Well, let's put it all back together and then test drive it. Good news is the clutch works. In fact, it works so well that I actually set up a sweet jump to catch some air for the end scene. Like, you know, pause it in midair and put like an eagle and an American flag, like, rah! But the bad news is it has developed a major bog, even slight backfiring. And the only thing I can think of is we put the air filter on. It wasn't doing that before the air filter got put on, so maybe it's restricting some stuff and I need to get in there and tinker with the carburetor a little bit. Or it could be I ran out of Cowichem and had to fill up half a tank with Yo Mama lube. Yeah, it's probably the air filter. Either way, don't forget, be blessed. Peace. You know, pause it in midair and put like an eagle and an American flag, like, rah!